So, until we terminate, hanggang matapos itong committee hearing na to, you are cited in contempt and you will be detained as a penalty for violating Section 11 of our rules.
It is apparent to me that Ms. Cassandra Ong is turning emotional upon hearing the detention in the Women's Correctional in Mandaluyong. And you should really worry about that, because the facility is entirely different from the detention that you are experiencing here in Congress. I wish to ask, Mr. Chair, if Ms. Cassandra Ong is willing to avail of the executive session to give us the chance to reconsider the earlier contempt order, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Congresswoman Luistro. Gusto mo ba mag-avail ng executive session na kung saan ay ikaw ay magko-cooperate sa aming committee sa investigation na ito?
Maaring hindi ikaw may kasalanan. Katulad ng tinext mo sa akin, ayaw mong maipit sa mga nag-uumpog ang malalaking batong yan. You tell us. Samahan mo kami. Tandaan mo, lahat ng mga tao nakapaligid sa'yo, ha? Merong mga sariling interest yan. You think about yourself, you think about your own interest. Yung mga nakapaligid sa'yo, may sariling interest.
Ito ang latest update sa kaso ng mayor ng Bamban Tarlac na si Alice Goo nang di umano'y nasasangkot sa iligal na aktibidad sa ating bansa. Ipinasight in contempt si Cassandra Leong, ang incorporator ng Whirlwind Incorporation na nagpaupa ng lupa sa ni-raid na Pugo Hub sa Pampanga sa pagdinig ng Quad Committee sa Kamara. Hindi kasi sumasagot sa mga tanong si Ong na itinuturong sangkot sa Pugo sa Porac, Pampanga at nakasama pa si Alice Goo sa labas ng bansa. Dumalo si Ong kasama ang kanyang legal counsel na si Attorney Ferdinand Topacio sa patuloy na pagdinig ng Quad Committee tungkol sa connection ng Pugo, illegal drugs at extrajudicial killings. Makailang beses tumanggi si Ong na sagutin ang mga tanong ng mga kongresista, kabilang dito ang mga tanong kung saan siya graduate at kung sino ang nag-recruit sa kanyang magtrabaho sa Lucky South 99. Ilang beses siyang binigyan ng pagkakataon na makipagtulungan sa hearing ng Quadcom pero iisa ang sagot ni Cassandra Ong. Paulit-ulit niyang in-invoke ang kanyang right to maintain silent.
I invoke my right to remain silent po.
I invoke my right
yes, po.
to...
Matapos iutos na ma-detain siya sa correctional ay muling binigyan ng pagkakataon si Ong na magsalita sa pamamagitan ng executive session. Dito na nagsalita si Ong na pag-iisipan niya ang panukala.
Pwede pong pag-iisipan.
Sige.
Matatandaang nakadetain ngayon si Cassandra Ong sa Kamara dahil sa hindi nito pagdalo sa 4 na pagdinig sa Kamara hanggang maaresto siya sa Indonesia at dineport pabalik sa Pilipinas. Bukod kay Cassandra Ong, ilang beses ding binalaan ang kanyang abogado na si Attorney Ferdinand Topacio dahil umano sa pagsasalita nito para sa kanyang kliyente. Nilektura ni Congresswoman Jinky Beatrix Luistro si Cassandra Leong dahil sa maling paggamit ng right to self-incrimination. Pero kinalaunan ay binawi ng House Quad Committee ang ikalawang contempt order laban kay Cassandra Leong at ang utos na idetini siya sa Correctional Institution for Women sa Mandaluyong City. Yan ay matapos sagutin na ni Ong ang mga tanong ng mga mambabatas sa huling bahagi ng pandinig. Pumayag din si Ong na pumirma ng waiver para mapabukas ang kanyang 3 bank accounts. Ating panoorin ang buong video.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry, so help you God? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Comsec. Now, to proceed, we'd like to acknowledge and recognize Congresswoman Jinky Luistro. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, we are in possession of the letter of Attorney Harry Roque seeking for excuse for his absence in today's committee hearing. Considering, Mr. Chair, that we have precedent already where the resource speaker misrepresented as to the truthfulness of the fact of the schedule of his hearing, may I move, Mr. Chair, that the veracity of the truthfulness of the facts cited in this letter be verified by the committee secretary. So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion for the committee secretary to verify information as stipulated in the letter of Attorney Harry Roque. Duly seconded, and hearing no objection, the motion is approved. Comsec, please comply.
Second, Mr. Chair, in our last lengthy hearing, Attorney Harry Roque repeatedly made representation of his commitment to submit a number of documents that includes his SALN from 2016 to 2022, DOS of multinational subdivision with tax returns, trust agreement, settlement of estate and tax returns, docs submitted to SEC pertaining to the transfer of shareholdings from spouses Roque to Attorney Percival Ortega, and ultimately the ITR of spouses Roque and Biancham Corporation. I lament, Mr. Speaker, that while we waited for the submission of these documents, because of his assurance and commitment that he will be forwarding the same, to this date, we have not received any of those, granting only for the sake of discussion that indeed he has engagements in the international arbitration in Singapore today. I do not see any reason why he will fail to submit those documents in today's hearing. Nonetheless, Mr. Chair, I understand that the committee has issued already a subpoena as earlier manifested in our morning session. I therefore manifest instead this reasonable warning for our resource speaker to comply with the said subpoena.
The statement of Congresswoman Luistro is noted, and the COMSEC is directed to follow up the requests of Congresswoman Luistro pertaining to the documents required of Attorney Harry Roque. Thank you, Congresswoman Luistro.
Third, Mr. Chair, the committee is in receipt of the letter from Cassandra Leong, represented by Attorney Topacio, claiming, among others, that her client opted to decline to testify, invoking the right to remain silent and or the right against self-incrimination. I deeply lament this action coming from the resource speaker, Mr. Chair, because we will remember that even prior to the creation of the Quadcom, various resource speakers have been mentioning already the name of Cassandra Leong. And it is really unacceptable if we will allow in today's hearing that the resource speaker will remain silent, will not answer our questions under the guise of his right against self-incrimination. In the same letter, Mr. Chair, they even cited the case of violation of visa law of the Bureau of Immigration, as well as obstruction of justice, as the case is filed already against the resource speaker, making an impression, Mr. Chair, that we cannot raise question to her anymore. With that, Mr. Chair, please allow this representation to lay down the parameters when the right against self-incrimination may be availed and when they may not be availed. Mr. Chair?
Please proceed.
In the case of Rosete versus Lim, this was decided June 8, 2006. There are two requirements before the right to self-incrimination may be availed. One, there must be an identifiable crime. And two, the resource speaker is probably guilty of the said crime. Second, Mr. Chair, in the case of Sabio versus Gordon, October 17, 2006. Right to self-incrimination can be availed only when the same is being invoked in relation to the question which is being propounded. In other words, this cannot be claimed as a blanket privilege. When there is a question, the resource speaker has to invoke and the chair has to resolve. Third, Mr. Chair, the case of De La Cruz versus People, July 23, 2014. The right to self-incrimination applies only to testimonial compulsion. In other words, object evidence is not covered by the right against self-incrimination. Fourth, Mr. Chair, is the Office of the Court Administrator versus you, which pronounces it does not cover legitimate inquiry if non-criminal matters. In other words, only question which pertain to crimes is covered by the right against self-incrimination. Fifth, Mr. Chair, is the case of People versus Aison, July 1989. The right to self-incrimination is not self-executing or automatically operational. In other words, it needs to be invoked. Otherwise, it is considered waived. Sixth, Mr. Chair, is the case of Arnold versus Nazareno. It was ruled that the right cannot be invoked if the same would be inconsistent to the witness' prior claim that the transaction were legal. If there is a prior statement already that the transaction is legal, all the subsequent questions pertaining to the same are not covered anymore by the right against self-incrimination. And last, Mr. Chair, the case of People versus Gonzo, which is likewise the ruling in the case of Senate versus Ermita. A witness is not relieved from answering merely on his own declaration that an answer might incriminate him, but rather it is for the trial judge to decide. By analogy, Mr. Chair, in our today's inquiry in aid of legislation, the discretion belongs to the chair of the Quad Committee. Mr. Chair, to proceed with my interpellation.
Please proceed.
Mr. Chair. Chairman Paduano.
Sige, Chairman Paduano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With the indulgence of Congresswoman Luis Ro. First, Mr. Chairman, I will discuss anymore some administrative matters. No, maybe we can discuss this, especially in the case of Myla Roque and Harry Roque. But, Mr. Chairman, just a procedural thing. I think there are counsels for Baterna and Casiong in the person of, I've seen Attorney Topacio. Is Attorney Topacio present? Yeah, you should have make an official entry, no, as the counsel of Cassandra Ong, and at the same time, just to remind all the counsel that you cannot speak or advise your client unless you will be allowed by the chairman. That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Paduano. Let me remind the counsel of Ms. Cassandra Leong, Attorney Topacio, that the participation of the counsel in a inquiry in aid of legislation is limited only to advising the legal rights of his client. And that goes the same to other counsel appearing before this committee. Thank you. We shall now proceed.
Mr. Chair, I wish to address these questions to Cassandra Leong.
Excuse me, Congresswoman Luistro. I'm sorry, but I missed the lineup of the members who wish to interpellate. I have it here with me now. And the first to interpolate is Congressman Dan Fernandez. And then after Dan Fernandez, Congresswoman Jinky Luistro, and then Congressman Rog Gutierrez, and then Congressman Deputy Speaker Frasco, and then Congressman Gaston Bunting. So please proceed, Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Cassandra, Cassie, kumusta ka na? Can you kindly remove your face mask?
Paige, can you please...
Maganda ka naman eh. Huwag ka nang... relax ka lang, Cassandra. The reason why we invited you over, because if you remember, during the joint committee hearing, we invited you twice. And then... you never acceded to the invitation of the joint committee hearing, and then we issued a subpoena, and then we elevated this issue on the Quadcom. You remember the time that you texted me, diba? And eventually you called me. And the reason why I'm trying to tell this, Mr. Chair, during the time that we have conducted that committee hearing, that joint committee hearing, Cassandra, in the spirit of transparency, Cassandra, I will tell the body, that you texted me and you called me, para at least malaman nila kung saan tayo magsisimula. But the reason why you called me is to ask for help kung ano yung dapat mong gawin. Am I right? You can answer.
Yes po.
Yes. And during our conversation, sinabi mo kung ano yung dapat mong gawin. Is this correct, Cassandra?
Yes po.
Alright. And sa text mo sa akin, and I know that this came from your heart, Sinabi mo dito sa text mo na, "Hi Kong, thank you for the time to pick up the call. Sana matapos na po, puro na lang allegation. Pag-pray ko din po, maging fair enough. Din po, I'm not involved in politics and will not po. Ayaw ko din pong madamay sa away po ng malalaking tao. Mabuhay po ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay si PBBM." So you texted this, di ba? You remember? And you were saying na ayaw mo ring may madamay na sa away ng malalaking tao. Are you referring to sinong personality are you trying to imply on your text?
I invoke my right to remain silent po.
I invoke my right
Yes po.
to your right. Okay. So kasi simple lang naman yung tinatanong ko kung sino yung mga malalaking tao ba ng mga Chinese o malalaking tao ng mga Pilipino? Mga politician ba ang sinasabi mong ayaw mo ma-involve sa away ng malalaking tao? You can answer directly, I mean, there's nothing wrong on saying, kasi sabi mo, Pilipino ka, di ba? And I will show you, Cassandra. This is the certificate of your naturalization nung papa mo. And we were able to get that during the time of 1978, he applied for the naturalization. And thereby, when you born in year 2000, you are a Pilipina. Di ba? So, Pilipina ka. So, maaring sa dugo ay Chinese ka, pero sa puso at isipan, Pilipina ka. Am I correct?
Opo.
At saan ka madadamay ng mga away na sinasabi mo sa text mo sa akin? I never replied, di ba? Hindi ako nag-reply sa'yo eh. Because I really don't want you to answer back on my cell phone. What I wanted is for you to appear on the committee and to answer to all of us. So, sino?
Mr. Chair, I invoke my right po to remain silent po.
Congressman Fernandez, if
Yes,
I may.
Mr. Chair.
Yung tanong ni Congressman Dan Fernandez ay hindi naman incriminating dahil ang tanong niya, kaninong away? Is that an incriminating statement?
Ang sinasabi ko po is right to remain silent po. Hindi po self-incrimination.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Acop?
I would just like to remind Madam Cassandra Ong and her lawyer that what we are conducting here is not a custodial investigation where you can invoke your right to remain silent. There have been Supreme Court decisions on this. So I think the witness has to answer. Otherwise, we will move to cite her in contempt for refusal to answer.
Mr. Chairman,
That is correct. Congresswoman Luistro, you want to
Mr.
say
Chair,
something?
the reason why I started our hearing with the parameters on the use of right to self-incrimination is to guide our resource speaker as to when they can be availed of and when they cannot. And as far as this representation is concerned, Mr. Chair, we have two elements before they can avail of the right against self-incrimination. One, there must be identifiable crime. And two, there is the probability that the resource speaker may be convicted of the crime. Now at this point, Mr. Chair, may we ask Ms. Cassandra Ong, nung tinanong ka ba ni Honorable Dan Fernandez, kaninong away ang iniiwasan mo? Ano bang krimen ang iniisip mo na baka ikaw ay madamay?
I refuse to testify. I refuse to answer po para sa own reason ko po.
If I may, Congresswoman Luistro, I'm sure it is upon the advice of your counsel, Attorney Topacio. Kaya mo sinasabi that you refuse to testify or the right against self-incrimination, etc., etc. Pero maliwanag po na marami pong sinite na mga jurisprudence tungkol dito. And we don't want to, we are very lenient to your client, Attorney Topacio. And because of that leniency, we allowed her to appear before us so that we can propound questions related to the alleged crime that she has committed. Under the jurisprudence that was cited by Congresswoman Luistro, meron pong identifiable crime. And we don't want the committee to be compelled to cite her in contempt. Because as it is, she is already detained in the House. And once the committee rules on citing her in contempt again, she probably would stay in this detention facility much longer. Kaya please, advise your client to cooperate. As long as her rights are not violated, we will continue to ask her questions. At yung mga tanong po na yan ay related po sa investigasyon na kung saan ay mayroon pong operasyon ng illegal na pogo dito sa ating bansa at si Cassandra Leong ang muka o ang representasyon o representative nitong mga pogong ito. Kaya yun ang gusto po naming malaman, Attorney Topacio. Please, advise your client. Yes, Cassandra, naintindihan mo ba yung sinabi ko?
Yes po.
so sasagot ka na, Cassandra.
Mr. Chair, pwede po ako mag-excuse sa sarili ko ng like 10 minutes lang po.
Excused for 10 minutes? To consult with your lawyer? 10 minutes.
Yes po.
The chair, is that too long? I mean, that's too long.
5 minutes.
You can consult any member you wish to consult. Kung yan ang problema. Kasi if you give you 10 minutes, alam mo, kanina pang umaga itong ating mga resource persons naghihintay.
Yeah.
In fact, we started 10 o'clock, tuloy-tuloy po, at wag mo nang i-delay. Simple lang naman po yung tanong. Yung tanong
Che.
po ay related po doon sa iyong involvement dyan sa Lucky South 99.
And Mr. Chairman, I think the resource person must consider na, well, she's not special. Hindi po kayo lamang ang resource person that we are investigating. All of these resource persons have been here since morning. Lucky you, you are in your own room, di ba? Meron kang aircon, meron kang sariling kwarto. But all of these people who are working tirelessly to ferret the truth has been here for so long. We hope you understand, and you're asking for 10 minutes for us to wait another 10 minutes. I think, Mr. Chair, that is unacceptable. And if I may, ask, can we ask Attorney Topacio?
Yes, you may.
What's the reason, Attorney Topacio, that you are asking for a 10-minute suspension?
May I address the chair, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
It was not my idea, actually, Your Honor. It was her request to me. And I told her to relay it directly because I cannot talk unless recognized. Thank you, Your Honors.
Thank you, Attorney Topacio. Congressman Fernandez, please proceed.
And, Cassandra, what is the reason for a 5-minute suspension that for you to talk to your lawyer? Are you asking for a 10-minute?
Yes po. Yes po.
And what's the reason behind?
Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige. We will allow you for a 5-minute conference with your lawyer, provided that pagbalik mo, you will tell the truth. Is that clear?
Mr. Chairman, I object. Because we've been waiting here for so long. Let's start with this right now.
I think the resource person needs to confer with her client. And the
Mr. Chair.
committee is
Mr. Chair.
lenient about that. And
Wala.
because it is also her right,
Mr.
so
Chair.
we can provide her at least 5 minutes.
Mr. Chair. Mr.
may
Chair.
remind our members that when the chair is speaking, let us not disturb him. That is the rule.
Thank you, Congressman Acop. Thank you also, Congressman Abante.
Well,
So-
Mr. Chair, I'd like to find out who is Congressman Acop referring to. I am one of the chairman of the court committee.
Yes, 1 minute suspension.
And I have the
please.
right.
1 minute.
Buta sila nag-away. Easy.
Hearing is resumed. You already had your 5 minutes, Cassandra. So, please proceed, Congressman Damo
Okay,
Fernandez.
I hope, Cassie, you'll be answering all the query of all these members who are here, precisely because you are a Filipina. Filipina ka. And I just want you to remind you, I'll show you some pictures, Cassandra. Have you seen this? Nakita mo na ba to? These are all the torture victims na nakuha sa cellphone doon sa Porac at sa Banban. All those collected cellphones ay nakalagay itong mga pictures na to. These are victims of torture perpetrated doon sa Porac at sa Banban. Have you seen this? No. First time. Now lang? Okay. I will show you another picture. Ito mga pictures din. Ito naman yung mga namatay. They are 66 foreigners. Hindi makilala kung bakit sila namatay. Lahat sila, almost all Chinese. Natagpuan sila, almost everybody sa Region 3. So, nakita mo na ba sila? Hindi pa? Hindi pa rin?
Hindi po.
Okay. The reason why I showed you all these pictures is for you to realize the gravity of what you are into right now. Are you a incorporator of Lucky South 99?
Hindi po.
Hindi ka incorporator ng Lucky South 99? Never? Remember, you are under oath. Member ka or not? Baka ina-advise mo, attorney, mali. Ha? Starting 2019, she is already an executive assistant of Lucky South 99. Cassandra, are you an incorporator of Lucky South 99 since 2019 to the present?
I think assistant lang po, pero hindi siya incorporator.
You are an executive assistant.
Tawag po dito, authoring.
2019. Tama, Cassandra? Okay. Kailan ka naging executive assistant ng Lucky South 99? Kung pagbabasihan natin yung mga dokumento, November 2019, incorporated ka na doon. And you were like 19 years old during that time. Am I correct? Correct?
Yes po.
19 years old.
19 years old.
Paano ka nakapagtrabaho sa Lucky South 99?
Mr. Chair, I refuse po to answer.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Point of order.
What is the point of order of the...
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I'm getting confused. With all due respect to Attorney Topacio, every time Chairman Dan gives a question, it seems that it's Attorney Topacio answering. So I think we should. No, I've been watching you, and you've been whispering. So can we please give the resource person the opportunity to answer truthfully?
Attorney Topacio, may we ask you to refrain from answering in behalf of your client? As we clearly stated earlier, the role of the counsel is only limited to advising your client of his or her constitutional rights in this committee hearing. So, Cassie, ikaw ang sumagot. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Attorney Topacio, with all due respect, I mean, I don't mean no offense to you, but it's just that let's allow the resource person the freedom to explain her side and to explain how she's involved or not involved in this situation, because this is her opportunity to clear her name. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Okay, kasi sino nag-recruit sa'yo sa Lucky South 99?
I refuse to testify po.
Okay, yun ang una mong Yun ang una mong trabaho sa Lucky South 99?
I refuse to testify po. Sorry, Mr. Chair.
Tinatanong ko lang kung ano yun ang unang mong trabaho. Pwede mo naman sabihin iba ang trabaho mo, di ba? Anong unang trabaho mo sa buhay mo?
Pasensya na po ulit. I refuse to testify po.
Saan ka nag-college? This will not incriminate you.
It will po.
What? Ang tinatanong ko, saan ka nag-college?
I refuse to
Sabi mo,
testify.
Pilipina ka, di ba? Did you study in the Philippines?
I refuse po to testify po.
Attorney Topacio,
Can
let
we-
this be a warning to you to please allow your client to respond to the question. We will, you know, these are simple questions. Tinanong lang, saan siya nag-aral, saan siya nag-college, right against self-incrimination, please. You know, this is a warning, Attorney Topacio, na let her answer. Kasi,
Mr. Chair.
ano mo lang, sagot mo lang ng tama ito dahil yung tanong na kung saan ka nag-aral ay hindi naman incriminating sa'yo. Bakit refuse to answer? Papipilitan kami i-contempt ka.
Mr. Chairman, parang
Yes,
yung sa paper ni Cassandra, pero nakagad sagot na pinuturo ni Attorney Topacio eh. Di ba? So I will give you another chance, Attorney Topacio. Mr. Chairman.
Please proceed, Congressman Fernandez.
Okay, I'll be asking Ronaldin Baterna. Ronaldin Baterna, in the last hearing, you were testifying, no? During that time, you told us that you have a checking account. And this checking account, yung checking account na pinirmahan mo, sinabi mo, binigay mo kay Cassandra. Di ba? At yung milyong-milyong piso na dumaan dun sa checking account, sabi mo, ibinigay mo kay Cassie. Is this correct?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, Cassie, ang sabi ni Ronaldin Baterna, who happens to be in the Lucky South 99 and in the Wilwin Corporation, binigay niya yung mga cheque sa'yo at maraming milyon-milyon ang dumaang pera dito. So, ginamit mo yung checking account.
Pasensya na po talaga. I refuse to testify po.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
We'll change na lang the question. If she feels that it will incriminate her, we will
with the
be...
indulgence of Congressman Fernandez. Yes, is this a short interjection?
Mr. Chair,
Please proceed.
I move to cite Cassandra in contempt.
Second.
There is a motion to cite Cassandra Ong in contempt for
Mr. Chairman.
violation of Section 11, Paragraph A and C of the Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation. Duly seconded. Do I hear any objections?
Mr.
Hearing
Chair.
none.
Mr. Chair. Apologies, Mr. Chair. This is not an objection, but just a manifestation. In the spirit of due process, may we ask that the witness explain why she should not be cited in contempt? If she has any reason
We'll
whatsoever.
give her that privilege. As,
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Chairman.
Picture 3, ilagay mo yung picture 3. Kamo kaya kay JR. Picture 3.
Chairman, just a point of clarification.
Okay. Okay, Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, before we rule with the motion that was made by Chairman Co-Chair Abante, kasi there's a contempt order now for Ms. Cassandra Ong, in which her violation is refusal to be present in the previous hearing until he was cited in contempt, Mr. Chairman. Now, what will happen to that first contempt order of this committee, Mr. Chairman? So, dalawang contempt? This is, this is the first.
The motion made by Congressman Abante has not been ruled yet.
Yeah, that's why.
Because there was an interjection by Congressman Gutierrez And then the chair recognized Congressman Paduano for your interjection as well. So there's no decision yet as to the motion to cite her in contempt. Now, if there are no other obstructions, can we now rule on the motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Oh, yes, please.
what
Congressman Paduano.
will be the proper position with regards to my query? That this is the first time in the history, in my 11 years in Congress, for those cited in contempt, 2 contempt orders.
Mr.
And I'm
Chair,
just checking the process on our internal rules. I will never object, Mr. Chairman, but what I'm saying is, we have already issued a contempt order for Cassandra Ong. Now, if we will approve that motion by Congressman Chairman Nabante, sabi ko nga, this will be the first time that a resource person was...
Mr. Chairman, can I move for 1 minute suspension?
1 minute suspension.
Tawagin lang namin yung medic for the meantime.
Hearing is resumed. Okay, earlier, the parliamentary status is that there is a motion to cite Cassandra Ong in contempt for the second time for violating Section 11, Paragraph A and Paragraph C of the rules, Paragraph C of the rules of the House. And in the spirit of fairness, we would like to give her the opportunity to answer. As manifested and stated by Congressman Gutierrez, so I will now allow Congressman Gutierrez to direct your questions to Cassandra Leong with a warning to the Council that your appearance, again, is only limited to advising the legal rights of your client. And under the same rules of the House, we can also ask you to be cited in contempt and removed from this room if you continue to disobey the warning of the chair. So again, I'd like to ask the counsel, Attorney Topacio, do you understand the ruling of the chair?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm only advising her, Your Honor.
Make sure that you only advise your client. Otherwise, we will be compelled to remove you out of this room and
Yes, Your
assign
Honor.
another lawyer for today's hearing for our witness, Ms. Cassandra Ong.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Maraming salamat. Please proceed, Congressman Rog Gutierrez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I raised that point earlier because precisely I agree with the manifestation of Congresswoman Luistro regarding the invocation of the right to remain silent or right against self-incrimination is not absolute. Again, this is not a court of justice. However, given that we give deference to this right and we protect it, it must still follow the process, the due process provisions and rights that she may have. Given that, Mr. Chair, just to clarify po, when the right against self-incrimination is invoked, first, there must be a specific identifiable crime, and second, that the witness is the one who probably committed the crime. To repeat, the question po, saan ka po nag-college? Now, Ms. Ong, through the chair, most respectfully, kindly justify your refusal to answer that question.
Again po, Mr. Chair, I refuse to answer po or to testify po.
Then, Mr. Chair, I think the witness has chosen not to defend the question, and I believe the proper thing now is for the chairman to rule on the propriety of the invocation of the right against self-incrimination. And from there, I suppose, we would then vote on the contempt. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Madam Ong.
Thank you, Congressman Gutierrez.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman Acop.
May I ask the resource person to repeat her answer to the query of the Honorable Gutierrez? I refuse to testify ba? Ang sagot po ninyo? Ha?
Testify po.
You refuse to testify. Yun po ang kasagutan ninyo doon sa katanungan po ni Honorable Gutierrez. So you refuse to testify. In other words, hindi ka na sasagot?
Opo.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Just in germane to that. Just an observation. Yes, just an observation po, Mr. Chair. After the motion was raised, citing her in contempt, Congressman Roger Gutierrez asked the chair to allow the witness to explain to the body why she's refusing to answer. Now, Ms. Ong, ang sinasabi lang po ni Congressman Rog, bibigyan ka ng pagkakataon, explain sa amin kung bakit mo nire-refuse yung mga simpleng tanong tulad ng saan ka nag-college na hindi naman ho talaga siya incriminating. So yun lang ho yung binibigay sa'yo para maintindihan ho namin kung bakit ayaw mong sumagot. Binibigyan ka namin ng pagkakataon, explain po sa amin kung bakit ganyan yung asta mo na ayaw mong sagutin. Maski yung mga simpleng bagay like pag tinanong kita anong favorite color mo, sabihin mo, I refuse to testify. So bakit ho ganon yung inyong asta ngayon?
Marami pong reason. Una, under oath po ako dito. And possible po siya magamit against me in the future po.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Mr. Chair.
If the lady, Ms. Catherine Leong, refused to answer, no? May I be allowed to ask the documents that they filed in PAGCOR to prove, no? Oh, I'm sorry. So we still have a motion.
Mr. Chair.
There is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
Sige,
just waiting
okay, go
for
ahead.
the members to...
Mr. Chair.
Is this related to the motion,
Yes,
Congressman
yes.
Abante?
I just would like to say that we have spent too much time with one witness. So therefore, the motion has been said and there is a second to it. So Mr. Chair, please make a ruling now.
Okay, thank you for
Mr. Chair.
saying that.
Parliamentary inquiry, Mr. Chair. Since Ms. Cassandra Leong is already detained in the House, this second contempt will mean detention where?
Wala pa.
And it does not necessarily mean that it will be here? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
That is correct, yes. Now, can the chair make a ruling? Yes, please. Salamat. Maganda. Naintindihan mo ang sinasabi namin, Cassandra. In fact, binigyan ka ng pagkakataon ni Congressman Rog Gutierrez na sagutin yung mga tanong na hindi naman incriminating. I am certain that your counsel has been giving you this advice na sabihin mo yang nakasulat dyan na you refuse to testify. Pero gaya ng binanggit namin kanina na mga jurisprudence, ay hindi ka pwedeng magtago dyan sa yung right against self-incrimination mo sa pagdinig na ito dahil pinapayagan ng desisyon ng Korte Suprema na ikaw ay i-compel na sumagot sa mga tanong. Dahil hindi ka nagko-cooperate dito sa pagdinig na ito, there is now a motion upon the motion by Congressman Benny Abante to cite you again for contempt, and hearing no objections from the members of this committee, the chair rules that you are cited in contempt. Any other motion?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman Adjo.
Mr. Chair, may I respectfully request, Mr. Chair, I know for the several committee hearings that we've conducted, normally the lawyer sits at the back of the client. May I request, with all due respect to Attorney Topacio, to please sit behind Ms. Cassandra Ong.
Okay,
Thank
Paige, can you please provide another chair for the lawyer of Cassandra Ong?
Mr. Chair, may I make a manifestation?
Congresswoman Luistro.
I wish to believe that when an attorney is supposed to advise a client, he's supposed to talk to the client, let us say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but if he does it in every question which is being propounded to the resource speaker, it seems to be he is supplying already the answer to the resource speaker. A situation which we do not allow here in the inquiry in aid of legislation. And I wish to manifest, Mr. Speaker, that every time a question is propounded to Cassandra Leong, Attorney Topacio whispers to the client. And I have no other reasonable conclusion except he is indeed supplying already the answer, far from advising a client.
Thank you, Congresswoman Luistro. Naintindihan mo ang sinabi ni Congresswoman Luistro?
Yes po.
Okay. So, pwede ka nang sumagot ngayon sa mga tanong sa'yo. Please continue, Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Are you ready to answer?
Yes.
Still have a second motion. Yeah, correct.
Okay. Is there any motion?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the second motion, Mr. Chairman, I move that Ms. Cassandra Ong will be detained in the duration in which, until the committee report will be adopted in the plenary, Mr. Chairman. And it follows that the investigation will be terminated, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion to detain her as long as this committee hearing of the Quadcom completes its investigation, which, as of this time, as we speak, is still undetermined as to the number of days. So, until we terminate, hanggang matapos itong committee hearing na to, you are cited in contempt and you will be detained as a penalty for violating Section 11 of our rules. Any second? Duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Okay. Mr. Chairman.
Next motion.
Mr. Chairman, with that, Mr. Chairman, I move that since the congressional facility for detainees is too crowded, I move that Ms. Cassandra Ong will be detained in the Women's Correctional Center. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion to detain Cassandra Ong at the Women's Correctional Center located at
Mandaluyong.
Mandaluyong. It's a detention facility, Women's Correctional. Duly seconded. Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chair, may I continue?
Please proceed.
All right, since the Ms. Cassandra Ong will not answer, you want to answer?
Mr. Chair?
You don't want to answer. So, Mr. Altenco, I'll be asking you a question.
Mr. Chair, very short interjection.
Can we, what?
Very short only.
Okay, with the indulgence of Congressman Dan Fernandez, this is related to the
About Cassandra Ong.
Okay, this is related to the contempt.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Please proceed.
It is apparent to me that Ms. Cassandra Ong is turning emotional upon hearing the detention in the Women's Correctional in Mandaluyong. And you should really worry about that, because the facility is entirely different from the detention that you are experiencing here in Congress. I wish to ask, Mr. Chair, if Ms. Cassandra Ong is willing to avail of the executive session to give us the chance to reconsider the earlier contempt order, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Luistro. Gusto mo ba mag-avail ng executive session na kung saan ay ikaw ay magko-cooperate sa aming committee sa investigation na ito?
Kasi baka you want to say something sa executive session, ibig sabihin, kami-kami lang. So, if you wanted to avail on that privilege, you can do so para hindi na didinig ng buong bayan. Are you willing to avail of that
Attorney Topacio,
executive session?
this is your last warning.
Please,
You are coaching your client.
Yeah, please stop whispering, please stop. And Kasi, I have to remind you as well, that this involves human trafficking. No bail yan. No bail. Sana tulungan mo gobyerno. Kasi sabi mo, Pilipina ka. Di ba? And I will be submitting all the documentary evidences in a while. Because you don't want to answer eh. But sana tulungan mo kami. Nakita mo yung mga namatay, mga tinorture, mga kapwa nating mga kababayan. Now, are you willing to avail of that privilege of having an executive session with all the members of this Quadcom? Yes or no?
Paliwanag natin yung executive session.
I did explain the executive session. It's a privilege. Tayo lang ang mag-uusap. Tayo lang. It's about, Kasi, ganito ka simple. Kasi, listen, please. Stop whispering to her. Stop. Pabayaan natin siya mag-isip ng sarili niya. Malaki na si Kasi. She knows what to answer. And we will be helping you. Remember, when I told you, over the phone, we will help you. Just cooperate. Be truthful. Be honest. You are a Pilipina. Di ba? Maaring hindi ikaw may kasalanan. Katulad ng tinext mo sa akin, ayaw mong maipit sa mga nag-uumpog ang malalaking batong yan. You tell us. Samahan mo kami. Tandaan mo, lahat ng mga tao nakapaligid sa'yo, merong mga sariling interest yan. You think about yourself, you think about your own interest. Yung mga nakapaligid sa'yo, may sariling interest. We want to help you. Honestly, when you texted me, na sinabi mo sa akin, na may nag-uumpugang malaking bato, I really don't want to answer back. You know why? I want you to reveal that in here. But if you cannot reveal it right away, you talk to us. Tayo lang. Lalabas tayo rito. Pupunta tayo sa likod. Pag-usapan natin. Pero tumulong ka sa amin, tumulong ka sa bayan. Nakita mo yung mga taong namatay. Di ba? So you can save yourself. Please. Please. Kapag Kapag pinabayaan mong ganito, sagot ka ng sagot ng ganyan, ikaw madidiyan dito. This can be used against you. I'm telling you. You're not answering rightly. Oh. Kaya, tulungan mo yung sarili mo. If you want to avail an executive session without anybody behind you or surrounds you, tayo lang, kami lang. You want?
Pwede pong pag-isipan.
Sige. But again, we will be warning you. Ha? The Filipino people are watching right now. And your answer to them is not acceptable. Maraming namatay. Maraming buhay na nawala ng trabaho. You can still save yourself. I'm telling you. Mr. Chairman, for the meantime, let's give her a chance to think about it. And ako, honestly, I will help you. Kasi when we talk over the phone, sincerely, I know that you wanted to avail of that help. And we will, Cassie. We will help you.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, before, siguro, let's give her a chance. Bigyan muna natin siya ng 2 minutes. Mag-isip lang siya.
Sige.
Pero, please, Cassie, if you are about to think it over yourself, ikaw lang. Huwag ka na magsama ng mga tao sa paligid mo. I'm telling you, their own interest is their priority, not yours. Can we ask Altenco?
Yes, before that, there's a short interjection
Yes.
by Congressman Abante. And please, let this be the last interjection so that we can complete the
Yes.
interpellation of a member who has listed his name in the list of interpellators. Thank you, Congressman
Cassandra,
Abante.
pwede bang makinig ka lamang, no? I am willing to withdraw my motion or I will ask the chair to withdraw this ruling kung willing ka na. Pag makinig ka kay Congressman Dan Fernandez, ginagawa mo ito hindi para sa amin, kundi para sa mamamayang Pilipino. Please, tumabayag ka na sa executive session. Please.
Mr. Chair, the resource speaker is asking for a time for herself. And I think when she said that, it's incumbent upon everybody to respect that. So, let her think by herself. Huwag na nating isama itong mga nakapalibot dito. Nako-confuse yung bata eh. She's still so young. 24 years old. Di ba? Accepting so many... Cassandra, we wanted to help you. Really. Honestly. Sir, can we proceed?
Please proceed.
Don't allow Cassandra na malapitan po ng ano. I mean, bigyan po natin ng pagkakataon yung sinabi niya na she wanted to think about it herself. Okay? Can you... briefly lang po. Cassandra, question ko sa ito. So, before I move for the withdrawal of your, when we cited you in contempt, later on, the members wanted to withdraw that contempt order. But for the meantime, I'll be asking you a very serious question. Since nag-issue na ng waiver si Ronaldin Baterna doon sa checking account that according to her, yung checking account na yon, lahat ng mga cheque, pinirmahan niya, ibinigay niya sa iyo. And that was testified by Ronaldin Baterna. So hawak mo lahat ng mga cheque, control mo na yung checking account. So, ang tanong ko sa iyo, millions of pesos entered that checking account. Kani-kanino mo inisyo ang mga checking ito? Okay, ulitin ko, Cassie. Simple lang to. Merong checking account si Ronaldin Baterna. And she told us that mag-i-issue siya ng waiver. So in other words, makikita na namin yung through AMLAC, makikita na natin yung mga laman, kung sino mga nag-issue, sino ang pumasok na pera. So in other words, yung checking yon ibinigay niya sa iyo, signed by her. So in other words, control mo yung checking yon. So ngayon tanong, Sino-sino ang mga inisyo mo ng mga checking yon for many years and for many millions that entered that checking account. And remember, you told me through text, ayaw mo maipit doon sa mga nag-uumpugang mga malalaking mga bato. So tell us, sino yung mga taong ito na binigyan mo ng cheque?
Okay, pwede na po magsalita. Regarding naman po sa mga cheque is, I think kung hindi po nagkakamali sa mga rental po siya, ng mga house po or condo. Yeah. Pero
Rentals
if
na?
million, I'm not
Oo.
sure po.
Kasi, Cassandra, no, millions of pesos ang dumaan doon sa checking account. And aside from that, how many bank accounts do you have? Be truthful, Cassie.
We'll double check it po.
10? You have 10 accounts? More than 10?
Parang wala siya sa 10.
Mga
I'm not sure po eh.
8, 7, 6,
I'm really sorry
5,
po.
4.
Hindi ko pa talaga
Okay.
sure.
Wait. Kasi we will be able to find out because the waiver was signed. Ronaldin, were you able to sign the waiver?
Na-sign ko na po.
So, kung na-sign na niya yung waiver, so makikita na natin ang lahat ng laman nun. So, we're giving you a chance to tell us. Sabi mo kasi kanina, meron kang mga iniiwasan. So, we wanted to find out who are these people. Meron bang mga politiko? Meron bang mga drug dealers? Meron bang malalaking mga Chinese personalities? Ha? Sige, ano, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, thank you so much. Sige, Cassie, what?
Regarding po sa bank account, wala na po akong bank account pala. Pwede na po siya.
Cassie,
Yes po.
baka mabago yung damdamin ko sa'yo, ah. Ang sinasabi ko, during that time, di ba, kahit sabihin mong wala ka ng bank account ngayon, before that you were a executive assistant of the Lucky South 99 since 2019. And then, now that you are the beneficial owner of the Whirlwind Corporation with 58% ownership, are you going to sign a waiver?
Proof na wala na po akong account.
Na wala ka ng account. No,
Yes.
we're not asking that. What we are asking is that you're going to sign a waiver telling us that we can check yung mga inisyuhan mo mga cheque sa mga personalities that involved in that Porac Pogo. Attorney Topacio. Are you willing to waive for all your bank accounts para makita natin ang lahat ng inyong transactions? Kasi we are talking about, kasi nagsimula ka na ng being truthful. Kanina, actually, we are all amazed, ha? Dahil you can speak truly, eh. And now, nagkakaroon ka ng apprehension. Don't. Wag. Kasi the trust is with you right now. So, ituloy mo lang. Ituloy mo lang, please. Sige, go ahead.
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
Chair.
Are we who's the resource person? Because I'm getting confused.
Okay, the point of order of Congressman Suarez is he is asking who is the resource person. Is it the council?
Yes, because
or Ms.
I
Cassandra?
think the question was directed to Ms. Ong, and yet it seems like there's somebody else answering the question. So can I just please be informed as to who's supposed to answer the question, Mr. Chair?
Okay, please, we'd like to ask Attorney Topacio to refrain from feeding the answers to Ms. Cassie Ong. And before we ask Congressman Fernandez to proceed, there's a short, very, very short interjection by the Senior Deputy Speaker, Don Gonzales. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Miss Cassandra Ong, ngayon wala ka ng account, di ba? Previously, in siguro past 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, ano ang ginagamit mong account name? Your name, the corporation, how many?
Meron pong name ko.
Oo
Meron
nga,
pong
kung
corporation.
Okay.
Meron din po yung kay Ronaldin.
Okay.
Baterna.
Tatlo, okay.
I think yun lang po.
Tatlo. So,
Opo.
number 1, your personal account.
Yes po.
Number 2, the corporation, the corporate account.
Yes.
What is the name of your corporate account?
Wordwin.
Wordwin
po.
Wordwin. Number 3, kay Baterna.
Yes. Can I explain kung bakit kay Baterna po?
Please.
Kasi I think yung mga checking niya is rental lang po. Kasi sometimes wala po ako sa Pilipinas. So para mas maging siya yung pinapaano ko ng mga check. Pero makikita niyo rin po naman yan dahil nag-sign naman po siya ng waiver.
In your recollection?
Rental po ng mga
No. In your recollection, nung nag-i-issue ka ng cheque at nung nag-wire ka ng pera, magkano yung pinakamalaking dineposit mo? From corporation, from personal to other person, or to other corporations?
We'll double check it po. I'm not sure about that po.
Sa iyong pag-iisip, siyempre kung mag-issue ka ng cheque, magde-deposit ka ng pera, ballpark figure, para at least meron lang kaming idea.
Much better na lang po i-check ko muna, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, kasi the waiver that was issued by Ronaldin Baterna for the AMLAC to see all the bank transactions. So the waiver that you are trying to secure from us is the waiver of that you don't have an account anymore. Yun ang sinasabi ng kanina ni Attorney Topacio. Am I right?
Pwede pa ulit po.
Yes.
Pwede pa kiulit po.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, sorry.
So, kasi ang sinasabi mo kanina kasi parang nagwe-wave ka doon sa right na malaman namin na wala ka ng mga bank accounts.
Yes po.
So, hindi yun ang hinihingi namin kasi. Ang hinihingi namin, waiver mo para makita ng AMLAC kung ano ang lahat ng bank transactions nung mga bangko mo. Yun ang hinihingi namin para malaman namin kung saan pumunta yung mga pera na pumasok sa bangko mo. Naintindihan mo yun, Cassie?
Yes po, Mr.
So,
Chair.
are you willing to sign a waiver for that matter?
Mag-consult muna ako sa lawyer ko, then balikan ko na lang po ang committee if
Kasi
I'm willing
ang
or-
waiver na binigay ni Ronaldin Baterna, it's all about the checking account that is under her name. Your waiver is so important to us, to all your bank accounts. So we can see the transaction, where the money goes and where the money comes. You want to consult?
Can I interject, Mr. Chairman? Mr. Chairman, with your respect, Ms. Baterna, ilang checking account meron ka?
Isa lang po, Mr. Chair.
Anong bangko?
China Bank po.
Wala ka bang corporate account?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Sigurado ka yung personal account mo lang ang ginagamit mo?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Alam ba ni Cassandra Ong yung personal account mo?
Hindi po, yung checking account lang po.
May instance na ba na nag-deposit sa account mo si Cassandra Ong?
Hindi po. Hindi pa po.
Hindi ka inissuean ng cheque ni Cassandra Ong in your personal account?
Hindi po.
Nasa waiver naman yan, makikita natin.
Yes po.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Hindi, konti na lang to. Okay, thank you
Mr.
so
Chair?
much.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Congressman Akop.
Madam Paterna, sabi mo, iisa lang yung account mo, di ba? Pero sabi mo, may personal at saka checking account. Iisa lang bang...
Magkaiba po yung ano
So,
nun,
dalawa?
Mr. Chair. Opo, personal po, tsaka po yung checking
At
account
saka yung
na
checking
ginagamit
account.
po ni Ma'am
dalawa,
Cassie.
hindi isa. Di ba? Isang personal
Isang
at
bank
saka
po.
isang checking account.
Opo, isang bank.
Pero,
Kasi pwedeng ako, may savings account, may checking account ako, pero iisang bangko. Ganun ba?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
kasi it's hard to believe, ano, it's hard to believe that a while ago, you were thinking so deep, thinking about your bank accounts. It turned out na meron ka lang dalawa. Tama? Isa lang ang bangko mo, China Bank. May savings ka and meron kang checking account. Am I right? So isang bangko mo lang, China Bank lang.
Yes po. China Bank.
And
pero hindi
I
ko
was
sure.
asking you a while ago, I'm asking you, how many bank accounts do you have? Hindi mo siya masagot, di ba? Hindi, I mean, I'm trying to lay down my predicate. Parang, it's hard for you to answer that you have more than one bank accounts. Alam mo, kasi napapaniwala mo na kami dito, sana nagsasabi ka ng totoo that your accounts is more than one.
Can I explain po?
Yes.
Kasi tinanong niyo po ako kanina kung ilan yung total bank account ko. Tama po ba?
Yes.
So, hindi ko sure kung ilan po yung total. Lahat
So ngayon,
ng bank account
so ngayon, isa lang talaga?
Isa lang po yung bangko, pero I'm not sure kung ilan po yung...
Okay. So, isa lang ang
Account.
bangko mo, but you have many accounts in that bank.
Opo.
So, China Bank lang yon, tapos iba't ibang account number. Tama?
Yes.
It's all under your name?
Like what I said po, meron pong under my name, meron din po sa corporation po.
So, more or less, how many accounts? Yun lahat ng yun.
Let's say mga 2 or 3, pero I'm not sure.
Okay.
Kasi, excuse me, Mr. Chairman, sabi mo, iba pa yung kay Rowelyn Baterna account. Ginagamit mo rin ba yung account ni Miss Baterna?
Ginagamit lang po siya sa rental ng condominium, ganun po, and sa space po. Pero other than that, you can check it naman po. Kasi po, para maging tag po dito, mabilis yung transaction, siya po yung checking account niya po yung pinang-i-issue namin.
Ilang beses ka na nag-wire from the Philippines to abroad? Ilang beses ka na nag-wire from your account to abroad?
Never po.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Sige, I'll leave you with that, kasi punta tayo kay, Mr. Chairman, konti na lang po to.
Kindly wrap up, Congressman Fernandez.
Pumunta si Cassie, Chairman Altenco, sa iyo, kasama si Harry Roque. At doon na pag-usapan yung Lucky South 99. Tama, Chairman?
Yes, Chairman.
And as a matter of fact, si Cassie kasama rin doon.
Kasama,
And that was
dumating din po siya.
July 26,
July 26, 2023.
2023. And will you confirm this, Cassie, that you were there in July 26, 2023? Kasi kanina hindi mo ako sinagot doon eh. Di ba? July 26, 2023, you were there, correct?
Isang beses po,
Yes.
pero I'm not sure sa date.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, sabi ni Altenco, merong binayaran na tungkol sa Lucky South 99 Corporation.
Meron po.
So, you paid noon sa Lucky South 99.
Same that day na nag-visit
Yes.
kami kay Chairman Antek.
At yun yung naging topic nyo na babayaran yung mga problema ng Lucky South 99.
Yes po.
Yes, so. did you talk about the Whirlwind Corporation?
No.
No. So in other words, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Harry Roque is lying. Because during the investigation that we conducted 2 weeks ago, he said that Altenco, Cassie, and Attorney Harry Roque were talking about the Whirlwind Corporation. But you are telling us right now, Chairman Al, that walang Whirlwind Corporation na pinag-usapan doon. It's all about Lucky South 99.
Yes.
Am I correct?
It was all about Lucky South 99.
And as a matter of fact, Cassie, since ikaw yung authorized representative ng Lucky South 99, Attorney Harry Roque was included in the structural organization of that company. Am I correct? He is the legal of Lucky South 99.
Ayun po yung nagkamali po yung mga staff regarding dyan po. Kasi po, they expect, akala po nila na si Attorney Harry Roque po yung legal.
Okay, so hindi siya yung legal mo na nakalagay doon?
Hindi po.
Ikaw ba nag-submit ng mga application form sa PAGCOR?
Hindi po.
Sino nag-submit?
Pwede pa check sa record. Or...
No, I mean, the application form was all given sa inyo. Siyempre, ako yung applicante at ako yung authorized representative. And in accordance sa kanilang application form, kung sino yung authorized representative, siya magdadala noon sa PAGCOR. That's the procedure, correct, Chairman Altenco?
Ganun nga po.
So, if you are the authorized representative, dadalin mo ngayon yung application form together with the organizational chart, including the name of Attorney Harry Roque, who is the legal of the Lucky South 99. So, ngayon sinasabi mo na hindi siya kasama.
Hindi po.
Okay. So, in other words...
hindi din po ako yung... Sorry.
Ano na?
Hindi din po ako yung nagpasa ng paper na yun sa...
So, somebody ang nagdala doon?
Yes po. Nagkaroon lang sila siguro ng mistake for that po.
Okay. Lastly, Mr. Chairman, last na po talaga to. Kay Ms. Mascareñas, Stephanie.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Noong nakaraang hearing, sinabi mo na wala kang inilabas na pera para ibayad sa paid-up capital mo. Tama ba to?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So wala kang inilabas na pera?
Wala po.
So after 6 months, sinasabi mo wala ka na doon sa corporation?
Yes po.
So in other words, nung wala ka na sa corporation, hindi mo to ibinenta, hindi mo to... Basta umalis ka na lang sa corporation, that's it.
Alin po yan? Yung Lucky South? Lucky
South and Whirlwind?
Yung Whirlwind po, yung shares nun, tinransfer ko po. May deed of sale po kami, alam ni Attorney Medina. Whereas sa Lucky South po, wala akong sinign or binentang shares.
So binayaran ka?
Hindi rin po.
So hindi ka binayaran, wala kang bayad. So nagtrabaho ka sa dalawang korporasyon na to na talagang wala kang natanggap na kahit 5.
Wala po, salary.
Okay.
Salary.
Alright, so wala ka natanggap.
Yun lang
okay.
po.
Alright. May kilala ka bang Jeric Pagco Manaloto?
Ay, asawa ni Miss Rizalyn Manaloto. Yung owner po ng...
Kilala mo siya?
Yes, yes.
At siya may-ari ng 2 hektarya sa lupa ng Pora kung saan yung mansyon.
Yes, 2.5
mansyon na kinatitiligan doon ay siya ang may-ari.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama.
Yes.
Okay. Naalala mo na. Do you have a business or financial transaction with him?
Yun lang pong nung...
You have financial or business transaction with him. Yes or no?
Yes po. Nag-agent
yes.
po ako.
At naglagay siya ng pera sa iyo ng 6.1 million. Am I correct?
Po.
Yes.
Apo.
Bakit siya nabigay sa iyo ng 6.1 million?
Yung 5% na commission po ng sale ng property. Yung pong bahay.
Anong bahay? Ang
yung pong mansion.
Benta siya?
Binali po ng Whirlwind yung property, yung 2.5 hectares po na property.
Bakit sa iyo binasa ang pera?
Yun lang po yung napagkasunduan at that time. Tapos, kung makikita nyo dun sa bank statement, nilabas ko rin po yung mga commission nila.
So, magkano ang naging commission mo? 6.1 million?
1.8 po.
So sa 6.1, ang nabigay sa'yo, 1.8.
Yes po.
So ang sinasabi
Mr.
mo, this is all about the property?
Yes po.
Okay.
Just the property lang po yan. Walang other, yun lang pong buy and sell ng property.
Have you submitted your income tax return on that year?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Hindi.
Hindi po.
Kasi it is ironic, na si may-ari ng lupa, tatransfer niya yung pera sa'yo. Di ba? Bakit niya transfer sa'yo? And then, hold and behold, yung subscription mo is 6 million as well. Di ba?
Ano po?
Yung subscription mo doon sa company is 6 million as well. Tama?
Saan po yan? Sa Whirlwind or Lucky South?
You must know better.
Hindi po,
Kasi
matagal na po yan, Mr. Chair.
ikaw yung
Matagal
ikaw
na
yung
po yan.
member ng corporation Magkano binayad mo sa subscription?
Kasi ang alam ko pong nakalista
Oh.
doon sa Lucky South, yung final
Hindi,
na
I'll
nakita
tell
ko,
you,
9 million.
I'll tell you, 6 million ang binayad mo.
Ay, hindi po ako nagbayad ng cash. Wala po akong honestly po, kahit mamatay man po ako ngayong oras na to, wala po akong binayad na cash.
But
Kasi
you
yan
never
po,
deny that merong binayad, na merong pinasok na pera sa iyo.
meron po. Hindi po ako nagdi-deny. Kahit mag-waiver po ako, it's okay. Wala pong problema
Mr.
sa
Chairman,
akin.
we'll be asking the presence of, since masyado na tayong late, we'll be asking the presence of Mr. Manaloto on the next hearing to find out in the veracity of the statement that was delivered by Stephanie Macareñas. Medyo nawiwindang ako sa sinasabi ng ating resource speaker. So we wanted to find out the truth on this matter.
Thank you.
With that, Mr. Chairman, thank you so much. Maraming po salamat.
Thank you, Congressman Fernandez.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
I thought you're expecting that breakfast will be served in our committee hearing. So, because we're not serving breakfast, let me acknowledge first Congressman Acop. And then who else? Okay, everybody else. Before we suspend, there are some administrative matters that we will have to dispose. Congressman Acop first.
I only have 2 queries, Mr. Chair, kasi chair pa ako ng committee hearing bukas. Madam Kasiong, bago po ang hearing na ito, nag-usap na po ba kayo ni Honorable Fernandez?
Pwede pa ulit po?
Bago itong hearing na ito, kasi nag-conduct kami ng hearing, ng joint committee hearing ng Games at saka Public Order and Safety. Doon una na ikaw ay na-cite in contempt. That is why you are here today. Magmula nung hearing na yon, nag-usap na ba kayo ni Honorable Fernandez? Kasi marami siyang alam na hindi ko alam eh. Ay, hindi. Investigator ako, iha. Sana matandaan mo yun. Makuha mo yun. Kasi, pagpasok ko dito kanina nung ikaw, ay kung magtingin na kayo ni Honorable Fernandez, may ibig sabihin eh. Oo, lingon ka ng lingon sa kanya. Akala ko nga siyang abogado mo kanina, iha. Hindi si Atty. Topacio eh. Nag-textan kayo o nag-usap kayo cellphone? Yes or no? O, bakit ka nakatingin kay Honorable Fernandez? O, nangungumpisal na siya?
Once lang po.
Ang text o pag-uusap?
Text and usap po, once lang po.
So, once na text, once na usap?
Opo.
Now, Madam Kasiong, kanina nung si Honorable Luistro ang nagtatanong po sa inyo, para bang ayaw niyong sumagot. Tinanong pa kita, what was your answer? Ang sagot mo sa akin, I refuse to testify. Bakit noong si Honorable Gutierrez at saka si Honorable Fernandez ang nagtanong, relax kang sumagot. Kaya tuloy ako, hindi nagtanong kanina. Oo, dahil kanina refuse to testify ang kwam mo, sagot mo iha eh. Oh, kaya tuloy, hindi na ako nagtanong. Pero napansin ko, nung yung mga gwapong lalaki ang nagtatanong, sumagot po kayo. At relax na. May I know the reason why?
Okay, can I explain po, di ba? Nung una, I really want to refuse to answer po. And then, kinausap po ako ng abogado ko na magsalita ng committee na to. That's why nagsalita po ako. Tumiming lang po talaga kay Madam Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yun lang po ang naobserbahan ko kasi marami pong salamat.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Mr. Chair,
because we have a pending, no, it's not a pending motion, but we have a already approved that Ms. Cassandra Leong will be were cited in contempt.
Si Chairman Paduano na yon.
Twice. So, I don't know with the decision of the body because after this, of course, the Sergeant at Arms will bring her to Mandaluyong. If our motion or our approval of that motion stays. But since she cooperated, no, rightly with all of us, I think we have to. I think it's incumbent upon us to withdraw that.
You're not the movant, co-chair, Dan? Mr. Chairman?
And what is the pleasure of the
Mr.
body?
Chair, the motion to cite her for contempt stays, but the motion to bring her to Mandaluyong, I don't think it has been actually ruled by the chair. So therefore, it is not binding, Mr. Chair.
No, there was a ruling earlier. That,
was a ruling.
Yes,
So-
Your Honor. There was a ruling earlier that we cited her for contempt and she will be detained for as long as the committee hearing is terminated, and she will be detained at Bikutan City Jail. Bikutan.
Yeah.
Women's Correctional.
Women's Correctional, Mandaluyong.
Sorry, it's not Bikutan City Jail. But there was already a ruling, and now I believe that there is now a motion by Congressman Dan Fernandez to withdraw this contempt order by this committee in consideration of the cooperation made by Ms. Cassandra Ong in this committee hearing of the Quadcom. So I'd like to ask the movant to formally make this motion so that the committee will decide on the fate of Cassandra Ong.
But before we acknowledge the movant, Congressman Caraps, can we also include Ms. Ronaldine Baterna, considering that she's been cooperative to this Quadcom, and she's been there for almost 3 weeks already, and I think letting her go will not jeopardize this investigation anymore. So I think, Mr. Chairman, let's include the Sir Speaker that the contempt that we cited be lifted.
We first rule on the first motion,
Mr. Chair.
and then later we will ask another member to make the same motion for Ronaldine Baterna, and if there is no objection, then we can let her go.
Mr.
So,
Chair.
yes, Congressman
Well,
Adjong.
Mr. Chair, well, I do want to agree with Chairman Dan Fernandez dahil gusto ho natin sila umuwi sa kanilang mga pamilya. But the concern really, Mr. Chair, is how sure are we that in the next committee hearing, like for example, Ms. Baterna, she would make herself available. Number two, after everything that has been said here, I know I'm just trying to share to you my personal take on this. They will be more, they're safer within the confines of the House of Representatives. I mean, I'm just sharing to you, Mr. Chair, what is probably what's in everyone's mind right now. So on the issue of the motion to withdraw the second contempt order against Ms. Ong, by virtue of now her being cooperative and responsive to the questions, I would definitely move for the withdrawal of the second contempt order. That she may no longer stay here indefinitely until the end of the this committee hearing, but we could at least specify a certain days. That way, Mr. Chair, the original contempt order stays, Mr. Chair. So, in the case of Ms. Rodelyn Baterna, that's the apprehension that I have. Not only is her safety, their safety, but the assurance of this Quad committee that they will be available once we hold another committee hearing. They are two vital, important resource persons and witnesses. So, importante po yung kanilang cooperation at saka yung presence nila. Pag wala ho silang dalawa dito, wala ho tayong mapapala dito sa Quadcom pagdating sa issue ng illegal operation ng Pogo.
Okay, for clarification, Congressman Adjong, the first contempt order by this committee on Ms. Cassandra Ong stays, meaning she will still be detained in the premises of the House of Representatives. And I'd like to ask a member to make a formal motion to that effect.
Mr. Chair, before we rule on the second contempt order, may I clarify first if Ms. Cassandra Ong conformed to the execution of waiver of all her bank transactions, including that of Lucky South and the other corporations to which she has connection.
Do you conform with that request of a waiver for all your bank records?
Pwede ko po munang tanungin ng counsel ko.
I believe, Mr. Chair, this will be our parameter if the good lady will really be cooperating with the Quadcom already. Although I wish to manifest my appreciation for the recent cooperation, notwithstanding that I share with the sentiment of Congressman Acop.
So, Ms. Cassandra Ong, yes, please.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman Acop, while we're waiting for Ms. Cassie Ong.
I think may I recommend that we ask the opinion of Madam Baterna, because her detention will be up to, I think, September 5 or 6, when the Joint Committee of the Committee on Public Order and Safety and Games cited her in contempt and taken over by the Quad Committee. So, with the apprehension of the Honorable Adjong, maybe it's best for us to ask Madam Baterna where she would want to go, here or you want to go out. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, I have a manifestation as well for Ms. Baterna.
Let's ask her first to reply to the question raised by Congressman Acop. Ronaldin, naintindihan mo ba ang ang tanong ni Congressman Acop?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
At ano ang iyong sagot?
Go out?
May I go out? Okay. What is the manifestation of Congresswoman Luistro?
Mr. Chair, I sympathize with our resource speaker. However, our committee secretary has intimated to us about the readiness of the 4 witnesses who will be corroborating and substantiating the testimony of Ms. Baterna with respect to the issuance of gate pass, which I honestly believe is very material in the subject matter of our investigation. So with the indulgence of this Quadcom, I hope that the COMSEC will be able to bring on the next hearing these witnesses so as we can shed light already on the participation of Ms. Baterna to the what we believe is the alleged operation of POGO.
Okay, the manifestation of Congresswoman Luis Tro is noted. So the chair is not abreast of the issue of the COMSEC with respect to the four witnesses. And I will direct the committee secretary to inform my co-chairs of the said committee on that particular issue. Anyway, so is there any motion on the second contempt order of Ms. Cassie Ong?
Mr. Chair, we are awaiting for her conformity to the waiver that the Quad is requesting.
Cassie Ong, anong sagot mo? Do you conform with the request?
Can you give me 5 minutes po? Pag-isipan ko lang.
5 minutes. Wag lang abuti ang alas 12, ha?
Oh, Cassie, what's your decision? Are you going to sign that waiver?
Yes po.
All right. Okay, thank you. So,
Thank you, Cassie.
Move on. Chairman Paduano.
I give the pleasure to Congressman Adjong.
Congressman Adjong.
Siya na yung nag-move kanina eh.
Yes,
Now,
Mr. Chair. Just to wanna, for the information everyone, I just want to reiterate my earlier motion, omnibus motion again. I move to rescind the second contempt order against Ms. Ong, and also to move that to rescind also the earlier contempt that she be detained at the Women's Correction Facility, Mr. Chair. That's the second contempt order, Mr. Chair. So
Yeah, we understand. Okay, so there's a motion that was moved by Congressman Adjong.
Second,
Is there any second motion? Duly seconded by Congressman Rog. Any objection?
Mr. Chairman,
Are you objecting?
it would depend on the answer of Ms. Ong to my
Go
question.
ahead, Deputy Speaker.
Earlier, Ma'am Cassandra Ong, binanggit nyo ang dahilan kung bakit kayo nag-decide na magsalita ay dahil pinayuhan kayo ng inyong abogado. Kaso lang kanina, nagpupumilit po yung abogado ninyo na huwag kayong magsalita. So ang hindi ko po maintindihan, paano kayo na-convince ng inyong abogado magsalita when he was actually pushing that you do the exact opposite?
You want to repeat the question? Pare, paki-repeat lang yung question.
My question is, what made you decide to speak? Because ang sabi nyo kanina, it was your lawyer that advised you to speak. However, judging from your lawyer's actions and whispers and how he was reacting at the back, and with my conversation with him, he was vehemently against you testifying. So what is the real reason why you decided to speak?
Can I speak pa? Nung una po, ayoko po talaga magsalita po.
Tapos, then you decided na magsasalita na lang kayo?
Yes po.
Okay.
And sabi din po ni Attorney Topacio po.
Okay. Pangalawa, kailan po nag-umpisa yung client-lawyer relationship po ninyo ni Attorney Topacio?
I'm not sure.
Kailan po nag-umpisa yung
Kailan, when did it start, the lawyer and client relationship?
start? I mean, when did you...
Contract or something?
When did you avail of his services to be your lawyer?
This year po, wait lang, i-check ko lang po yung date po, exact date.
So matagal na?
Hindi po. I think last month po.
Last month? So last month?
Last month po.
Okay. And I'm sure Attorney Topacio will be able to provide the committee a copy of this contract?
Okay, go ahead, Attorney Topacio. You are recognized.
Sir, that contract would be covered by lawyer-client confidentiality. But we can, just to show that there is a contract, we can have certain portions redacted, Your Honor.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to know when it started.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
And last question before, and this would really be decide whether or not I would object or support the motion. Of all the lawyers in the Philippines, Ma'am Ong, why the brilliant mind of Attorney Topacio was selected to be your lawyer? I'm just curious. I mean, you could have chosen Attorney Harry Roque, which you had ties with, or I'm sure your family being in a business of real estate and gaming would be exposed to other lawyers. Why the brilliant mind of Attorney Topacio?
Can I just not disclose it po?
Yes.
Not disclosing po.
Huh?
Not disclosing po.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I'll accept your reason. So you wouldn't want to share the reason kung bakit si Attorney Topacio yung pinili niyo?
So what is the ruling, Mr. Chairman?
Are you satisfied? Okay, so there's a motion to withdraw the order of contempt to Miss Cassandra Leong, and this was duly seconded. And is there any objection?
Mr. Chairman, am I made to understand that the motion of Congressman Achong has two motions actually? The motion to rescind the contempt and the motion to rescind her detention to the Mandaluyong.
So,
dalawa yun eh.
So there are two motions. One is to withdraw the contempt order, and the other one is also to rescind what's that? The penalty? Detention? Yeah. Okay. All right. So any objection? Hearing none, the said motion is now approved.
Mr. Chair, what is our ruling on Miss Paterna?
That's the same question that the good gentleman from Antipolo were asking a while ago. So you want to...
Mr. Chair, earlier, Mr. Chair, ang concern ko talaga is yung assurance natin na pupunta siya. And Chairman Acop asked her if she's willing to go home, because we basically presented her the choice. Because for me, she will be she's safer within the premises of the House of Representatives, but she opted to go home. If that's the choice of Ms. Rodelin, if that's going to be the decision of the chair, lifting the contempt order against her, then we can allow her to go home to her family. So and I can properly move for that motion, Mr. Chair.
So probably
but we have to be assured, Mr. Chair, that she'll be available in the next committee hearing. How sure are we that she'll be here?
Ronaldin, can you reply to the query of Congressman Achong? Makakabalik ka ba? How can you assure us that anytime that we ask for your presence, that you will be available and be here?
Mr. Chairman, can 1 minute recess?
Okay, there's a 1 minute suspension.
I second the motion of...
So there's a motion to release Ronaldin Paterna from her detention in these premises, and this was duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, the said motion is now approved.
Mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para sa mga susunod na video updates. Maraming salamat po.